Bro, I was going crazy. I've been.
Oh my God! This is so crazy. Let's make.
It's just been a crazy schedule, and then I noticed you were in Australia, and I'm like, what's going on?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
It worked out. It's crazy hearing your voice
So sweet, so touch.
because I heard you on YouTube, man. Your voice so much that now hearing you talk back to me is kind of weird. So
That's pretty cool. Yeah, like
no, yes sir, yes sir. I appreciate you first giving me like 15 minutes of this. It's been yeah, it's been pretty crazy couple of months, but you know, we're pushing through a lot of stuff and everything's working out. I'd say pretty well. It's just a matter of patience.
awesome, man. Let's jump right into it. How can I help, man?
Yes, sir. So basically, all right. I think I believe now. I think I have everything as best as I have it. Like I said, I'm still working on. So I have one brand I'm building right now, and I'm only focusing on influencer marketing for this brand. I'm not doing any Facebook ads as of now for this. But I wanted to ask you these questions, which are not very, like I said, they're not very deep in drop shipping. But I want to take advantage to ask you is one of these individuals that I knew that are like mentor slash guru, you know, and this man is the type of man who would, you know, I'm not type of, I don't, you know, I'm still, like I said, building, I'm still working my normal job and still building my business. And just because so you don't go through the whole bull crap of getting banned all the time. And then another, you probably know of other individual Facebook people like Noah Brow or other people that tell, well, you also need a new either a VPN or a new computer, which I don't think a new computer is needed, but at least a VPN, a new IP address. So once you have that brand new LLC and that brand new IP address, it's a lot harder for them to ban you, right? But then one time I watched one of your videos, and then you said, "Hey, don't overthink this crap. You don't need a VPN or a proxy." But then you opened up this other part of my brain where I was like, "What?" So now I have this other mentors that tell me, "Yes, you need new LLC, you need new IP address," and then you have here yourself where you don't do all that. You don't need to create a brand new LLC or maybe a brand new VPN, but it still works for you. So I wanted to ask you, do you need in your experience of business, do you need a brand new IP address, meaning VPN, computer slash whatever, and do you also have a brand new LLC every time you get banned from Facebook?
Got it. So the first question I'll ask is, have you gotten banned yet, Sebastian?
Yeah. So yes, sir. I have gotten banned, but these are not because of. This was just because of like opening by having another extra business manager, not because of I maybe did extra because the thing is, like the thing is, brother, is like I when I first built my business, like my first brand, I scaled it a little bit with ads, but then
It's a
I
bit
kind of
hard
stopped
to
using.
hear and see you for some reason. Can't seem to. The audio's getting a bit bad. No, I think the footage is just keeps freezing for some reason. It's like really dark and black.
Let me see. Can you hear me a little bit better?
Bit better, but it's like looking at a black screen for some reason.
Let me see. I don't know. Let me see. Is it my? Let me see. Hello, hello, hello.
Yeah, yeah. I can hear the audio, but it's just black. Oh yeah, I can see your face again. Yeah. Oh, it's dark again.
How is it now? Can you hear me? Can you see me?
It's a bit better. Do you have like a light or something in the room so I can like fully see for some reason? It's like really dark.
Yeah. Let me see. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. Okay, this should be much better. Hold on. How's that?
Yeah, that's way better.
All right. So so I was saying basically I got my ads disabled not because of like, oh, I'm doing so good or revenue or policies. No, just because of probably due to inactivity and another business manager that had open. So not because of like you or like other entrepreneurs that are just going in and going. I have scaled before through ads, but my success is going to come from influencer marketing, if you know what I'm trying to say. My at least my first real success, because my other one was good, but I just didn't have enough information about cash about cash flow, accounting. Now I have all of that information. Now I can go ahead and really attack. But I don't want to attack with ads right now. I'm attacking with influencer marketing, because I had a great chance to be mentored by an influencer marketing mentor, and so I'm okay with that. I can do that. But I wanted to ask you. That's why I want to ask you though. After I know I can master this influencer marketing, no problem. I already know I can. My only thing is, like, I think about my other mentor that taught me about Facebook ads, and he just taught me about how, like, not personally, this was different. This wasn't like a person one-on-one like you, but he taught me how, like, new LLC, new, and you need a new IP. Is that really true? Because you could tell, like, getting a brand new LLC all the time, every time you get banned sounds, I mean, I'm okay with it, but like, he was just squeezing a lot of money in a week. That's why he was okay with just changing LLCs every time, as you could tell. But do you think that's actually, like, practical? Is that a big, are we supposed to be really doing that?
So the first solution I teach is when you sort of get banned, the first solution is to use a family member's account. So when you're using a family member's account, you don't have to change IP because they live in the same place. You know, if you live in a household and there's 5 people and there's 5 Facebook accounts, that's 5 Facebook accounts under the same IP. And that's why I don't change IP if I'm using a family member's account. Now, if I'm creating a new account, if I'm using someone else's account that's like from overseas, if I'm buying farms account, if I'm farming my own account, then that's a different situation where you might have to change the IP. Now, when it comes to the LLC, you don't even have to, like, I run my ads without even putting an LLC on the ad account.
What? That's crazy. So when your business manager, every single business manager you've had that you've scaled and made your money through, you've never put your LLC business information and, like, phone number and website, all of that?
The ones I did, for some reason, those got banned. And then I think I found no difference. Like, putting it in versus not having it in, the ban rate is the exact same.
Wow. Wow. Right. So you're basically saying, like, it wouldn't even matter with the LLC, because you're basically saying they don't even look at the LLC in a way, in kind of in your perspective.
Correct, because it's the ad account and the creative, like it's the ad level that gets banned. And like, I feel like even if you have all these extra details, if you have a creative that got flagged by Facebook bot, it doesn't matter if you have all these sort of stats or these like information on your account. If you have a lot of spend, that helps though.
Wow. But wouldn't that, what is the whole point of verifying business managers then? Doesn't that, like, mean it's verified?
A verified business manager with the $0 spend is pretty similar to like a brand new account with $0 spend. The ban rate is pretty similar.
Right. Okay, but you're just saying that the same thing, but we can agree that for it to be verified, it has to have that information in.
I guess so, yeah. But you can advertise with an unverified business manager.
Wow, that's crazy. Wow. Okay, well, that's really cool to know. So, okay, wow. Ooh, okay, and let me ask you. I know I asked you in this DM question, and you can tell me to just shut up and stop whenever. But I asked you um, for your what is it? For your admin business managers. Okay, I want to ask you this question. When you buy Facebook business managers, like, I know you can buy profiles and you can get IDs for them, whatever. But at least from the people I spoke to, you can't get business managers with IDs. So my question is, when you're running business managers, blah, 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 all right, sure, there's chances that Facebook might ask you an ID for the profile. But does the business manager ever stop you and ask you for the ID of the actual business manager owner?
So that has never happened. Every time they ask for verification, it'll be verification for the profile. Yeah.
For the profile. Okay, so anytime you've ever asked for actual ID verification is when you're on the profile of the account. But anytime you're on the business manager doing business stuff, it'll probably ask you for verification, maybe of the business, but not of the actual ID of the actual business manager.
So I think the reason why it's confusing because when you get flagged on your profile, your business manager also gets flagged.
Right. Well, my profile hasn't been flagged. I'm just trying to understand that in a case where I have to buy a separate business manager from a separate profile, if the business manager, if they're ever going to say, hey, well, this business manager's name, I don't know, Jake, do you have, even though you're Sebastian and you have Sebastian's business document and Sebastian's ID, do they ever ask you for Jake's business manager ID?
No, the name of the business manager has nothing to do with verification or anything. Like I have business managers named like 456 or like A1 or JQ, like just random letters, and that's the name of the business manager, and it doesn't correlate to any LLC, and that doesn't matter.
Right. But the actual name of the owner of the business manager is what you're saying?
The owner of the business manager should be the same name as the profile.
Right. I know what you're saying. Right.
When I create a
But
business manager, it'll be under the profile. So if I have a profile name, say Andy Mai, the business manager will be under Andy Mai. If I have a profile name Sebastian, the business manager will be named Sebastian, or like it'll be under Sebastian.
So in a scenario where I have two different accounts and they're two different names, do you think it'll ever be a problem where Facebook do they ever ask you for the ID of the business manager ID, I guess is what I'm saying?
The business manager ID is the same as the profile ID.
Right. So let me ask you, why do these websites, like there's this Facebook site called Facebook, so why are they trying to sell me? I asked them, they try to sell me a Facebook business manager that's not the same as the profile.
So I know it's possible to buy agency business manager accounts, but with business managers, they never ask you, like you never asked to verify a business manager.
Right.
I think that should have been my first answer. My first answer should have been like, you never get asked to verify your business manager. You get asked to add information, but you're never asked to verify. Or you're never asked to send an ID to confirm that you own the business manager. You might be asked to send in information to make it a verified account by adding in your domain address, LLC. But that's just like adding in information, not doing like a Facebook sort of verification.
Yes, sir. And then for the action, and you also apply that to the actual within the business manager business information. So like not the business manager, but the actual businesses inside the business manager. If they ask you for documentation of those businesses inside that business manager, is never ID. It's just business documentation.
Correct. And that rarely happens. I usually write it blank.
Yes, sir. Okay. And then for the profile ID thing, you said in worst case scenario for the profile, they might ask you for ID verification for that one, for the actual profile.
Correct.
Okay.
And if your profile is disabled, you can't advertise on the BM even if it's active.
If your profile is disabled, you can't even advertise on your business manager, you're saying? Yeah, correct. Yeah, because then they'll just connect that to that, and it's like a big train. Yeah.
I want to see the list of things you're going to be repeating over the next 6
Bro,
months.
I have them. Look, I have my brother. I've been having affirmations as a little kid. Like I was like you. Like I probably can relate to you so much. Like that's all I have. All I have in my life is my meditation, my affirmation. How I found you is through affirmations and meditation. Let's just say that. Let's just put it to how I even got this far in my life in commerce is through affirmations and meditation. I mean, that's how we even got this fucking far, bro. I love you, bro. Thank you for all of this, bro.
Thanks, man. Have an amazing week. And I want to hear your journey. Keep me updated. Like send me a message in 6 months' time and I want to see where you've gotten to, whether it's 1 sale or 10.
Yes, sir. I will, brother. I will.
Have a great night, man.